All right, another quick note for those of you who ever want to fix stuff at your house. Not all Phillips screws are created alike, and just because you have a Phillips screwdriver does not mean it was intended to go with a given Phillips screw. Not only are they different sizes, but the channels inside the head can be different depths. So I've got a great example of this in practice. Here are two Phillips bits on the end of a special screwdriver that I happen to have. You'll note that one comes to a point and the other is blunt. When you go to put them into the channels, for a Phillips screw, you'll see that this one wants to shift back and forth. That's actually a really bad thing, because it means when you go to put torque on this particular bit and try to turn it, that there's a pretty high likelihood it will want to jump up and then slam back down. This is a really fast, easy way to strip the hell out of your Phillips screws. You want to avoid using any Phillips bit that does this. What you want is a Phillips bit that will sit snugly, like this one does, all the way down in the channels, and when you go to put torque on it, just lightly with your fingers, it doesn't want to lift at all. Now, if you've got a tool that works and you go to put pressure on it and it lifts anyway, it's another sign that maybe you don't quite have the right bit. I would advise against trying to force it, because in my experience, you strip one of these heads, well, now you've got to drill it out, and that just takes a whole bunch of extra time, and it's much, much easier if you just approach it with the right bit overall. And it might mean that you take a quick trip down to Ace Hardware, Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever your preferred hardware store is, and you just buy a complete screwdriver set. Harbor Freight's a good place too, actually. I have actually have a set of Harbor Freight screwdrivers somewhere. But then again, so too are some of the things that DeWalt makes. This is a pretty cool, nifty little screwdriver that works on a ratcheting system, so it lets you work pretty quick. But I love it, and it's what I'm using today.